Hello students, today we are going to start with your periodic assessment 3, the chapter number 7, Introduction to Python. So first we will see about Introduction to Programming. In Introduction to Programming, first we have to learn the basic of programming. So the language used to give data and instruction to a computer is called a programming language. So as you all know, a computer is a machine that processes data according to input and the instruction given by the user to produce meaningful output. So this programming language is used to give these data and instruction to a computer. The set of logical instruction that we give to a computer is called a program. So program is nothing but a logical instruction. It can be a mathematical, it can be textual in nature. So a person who writes program is called a programmer. For example, we are having some latest computer language like C++, Java, PHP, Python, Perl, etc. Python is one of the most popular programming languages used today. So we'll discuss in detail about the programming language Python. First, we'll learn about the brief introduction to Python. So, Guido van Rossum invented Python during his time at Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica, which is the National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer in Netherlands. So, it was released in 1991 and it got its name popular from BBC sitcom from the 17s, Monty Python's Flying Circus. So this was a brief history of the programming language Python. Now we'll see in the next slide about reasons for the Python's popularity. Why Python is the most popular among all the programming languages. The first point or the reason for the popularity is it is an interpreted language. Interpreted means it is easy to debug. An interpreter is nothing but a program that executes other program. It converts source code into intermediate language, which is again easily translated into machine language that it is executed. So this is the one reason that it is an interpreted language. The second reason can be it is a general purpose programming language. General purpose means it has a wide range of application for education, software development, web development, and so on. The third reason could be it is easy to learn. So it is very popular as it can be used in developing games, building website, robots, scientific computation, artificial intelligence, and many more. In the last, it is a cross-platform language, which means that application made in other languages can also be modified using the Python language. So it is a main reason for the popularity of Python. Next topic we'll learn is the interpreted and compiler. What do you mean by interpreted? As discussed previously, interpreter is nothing but a language translator. So language translator means it can directly execute program instructions written using one of the many high-level programming languages. Similarly, compiler is also a language translator that translates high-level code into low-level. If you're having a high-level source code, it will be converted into a low-level binary code or object code. Now we'll understand this by the difference from the interpreter and the compiler. Now we'll just see the difference between the interpreter and the compiler. It translates one statement at a time in a program. So interpreter can only translate one by one statement at a time. But compiler scans the entire program and translate the whole into machine code. Interpreter takes less amount of time to analyze the source code, but its overall execution time is slower as it translates one the statement other. But the compiler takes a lot of time to analyze, but overall its execution is faster as compared to the interpreter. It continues translating the program until the first error is cited. So it will continue unless and until it finds its first error. So this makes the debugging easy. But in compiler, error message is generated only after scanning the whole program. So when the whole program will be analyzed, then only it will display the error message. So debugging is comparatively harder in compiler. So for example, for interpreter languages, we have Python, Ruby that uses interpreters, and like C, C++, they use compile. Next, we will learn about how to download and install Python into your computer. So this well-known development environment for Python is known as IDLE. Okay, so it is expanded as Integrated Development Environment. Now for this, to download and install the Python, first you have to go to www.python.org. Okay, so you have to enter the address www.python.org and you have to click on the downloads and then click on the latest version that is available for the Windows. Okay, so when you click on the latest version, you can see the file will get saved in your computer. The executor file will get downloaded. Now what you have to do, you have to simply click on the setup file and then click on the run button. So after clicking on the run button, you will see this type of setup wizard will appear on the screen. You can click on the install now button and you will see the setup process windows open. You can see the progress bar. You can see the progress bar that shows progression of the Python. So once it is completed, you click on OK and your Python will be installed onto your computer. Okay. Next, we'll learn about modes of Python. So there are basically two modes of Python, that is interactive mode and script mode. Interactive mode, it is a line processing mode. That is, each line or the command that is typed is processed as soon as you press the enter key. So as soon as you press, the line will get processed. So this is a line processing mode. Next, talking about the script mode, this is a batch processing mode. The entire program is typed and saved in an editor. The program is run as a single unit. So it will run as a single unit. So this is your script mode. So we are having two types of Pythons, interactive mode and a script mode.